Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic for another dose of Sudoku. Now, before I start, I will mention our apps. As usual, they are available in the show more and the description underneath the video. And of course, Patreon, where we have the extra content all the time. And congratulations to Peter Simonovic and Marcel Joiter, who have completed the January reward, but Reverence Puzzle Hunt, which was released 2 or 3 days ago, has just been continuing to attract correct solutions. So well done those who have worked through it. Simon did a list earlier. I'm going to add Yvonne and Mike McDonald, Victor Castillon, Lars Vermont Sullerud, Foopoof, could be Foofoof, Dennis, Addison Jeunesse, Marcel Joiter, same, I can't remember if he used the same email to tell us the answer to both hunts. Davis Fridley, Ten Dog, Modern Wallaby, Seth Bauer, Amy Rock, Dennis Moan, who's different from Dennis, Luke Peabody, Alfonso Malina, Philip Kreutzer, Claire Matthews, Rob Streeting, Simon Vetter, and Natasha Hurup. So I give myself the right of reading Danish or Norwegian names because I don't like what Simon does with them. So there we go. Well done to those guys. And Patreon is the place to go for extra content. I guess tomorrow we will be putting up my crossword solve for the month of that vicious times monthly puzzle, which is always entertaining to see me really struggle with a cryptic crossword. But this puzzle has come into us from Wesley Murphy, who is known on the Discord server and when he sets puzzles as Terganus. So thanks very much to him. I think he's sent us 1 or 2 before, but this is this month, and Simon has recommended I try it. I don't think he's getting his revenge for that Under Beyond Roggen puzzle, because, as he points out, there's quite a lot of information in the grid. The rule here is that where there's a difference of 3 between neighbouring cells, that is always marked. So there is a negative constraint. Those cells must have a difference of 3 between them, but these cells must not, for instance. We also have 5 little killer clues, so that diagonal must add to 9. This diagonal must add to 26 and could contain repeats. So be aware of that. It's not like killer and not having repeats. As I say, there's quite a lot of information. If this was a consecutive constraint, so these differences were effectively 1, I would have thought you might be able to solve it without the outside clues. So I'm confident Simon's not getting his revenge on me, but I guess we'll see. Do try it on the link below the video, and I'm going to try now. So yeah, what I remember from looking at differences of 3 before, probably in those XY differences puzzles, is basically, I mean, if you look at your computer's keypad, you will see that everything is arranged in differences of 3. So these are going to break down into areas of cells containing 1, 4, and 7 as one group, 2, 5, and 8 as another, and 3, 6, and 9 as another. So look, in this column, you've got 2 groups, and these other 3 cells must all be the same type. They must be from the same, what should we call them, a set of numbers, I guess. So if that was 1, 4, 7, and yes, these must have the kind of middle number, the numbers in the middle row of the computer keyboard, 4, 5, and 6, they're always the glue. So let's colour those cells. They're kind of the glue cells, the 4, 5, or 6. And if we can get enough of those cells coloured, we can probably do something with 4, 5, 6. So there's a triple here in the same box. So that has to be the glue cell. And then because this is a more extreme cell from the top or bottom row of the computer keyboard, that's the glue cell. So I think this might be the way to attack it. I mean, the alternative might be to shade the groups in 3 different colours, red, blue, and green or something. I don't know. Maybe that would make it clearer when See, this has to be a different colour, as it were, from this, or a different set of digits. Yes. I think I may be on the wrong track. Look, there's no shame in starting again. This seems to be the area where there's 4 cells connected. I don't think that happens anywhere else. So let's say red, blue, green and orange maybe might be better. So let's try blue for that one. Look, down in column 1, they're all different. You see, that's quite interesting, because that would take the 3 glue cells. These couldn't be 4, 5 and 6. I might have to come up with some way of doing double shading or something. I don't know. Anyway, this is blue. Right, this is different, because otherwise you'd have 4 blue cells in row 2. So let's make that orange. And I'll use green for the others. But this could... Oh no, it can't be... Oh, that's great. This is a different colour. It can't be blue, because that would be a 4th blue cell in box 2. And it can't be orange. Yeah, because that would be 4 orange cells in column 3. So that is different. That's green. Okay, this could work. But this could still be green. It doesn't violate the rule of 3 anywhere. If that was green, it would make both of those orange. All of those orange. Actually, oh yeah, I suppose 1, 4, 1, 7. That would actually work. Oh, that's possible. Okay, that didn't work for disambiguating that. Can this be orange? That would be 3 orange in the top row. I kind of like the idea this must be a different colour, but I can't see why. Oh no, look, I remember now. I said in this column, those are 2 colours completed, and therefore that is a 3rd set of colours. Oh, but again, it could still be... Actually, it could be orange or blue. Oh no, but if that's a set of colours, this is basically a triple of the same group. Yes, because they're linked, and I've discovered they're linked in column 8. Okay, so that's a triple. So it's not blue, because there'd be 4 blue, but it could be orange or green. Oh, that's annoying. I'm going to just leave it as yellow for now, until I decide whether it's orange or green, if I can do that. This, I suppose that could be blue, that little domino on the right. That has to be yellow as well, because it's the same as those 2 are joined with that. Don't like having a 4th colour. I don't think. I mean, I've glanced at these little killer clues. Even this 26. The maximum it could be here is 9, 9, 8, 9, which is 35. I mean, 9 degrees of freedom, even allowing for the colouring thing, is not helpful. 9. Ah, look. Oh, good God, that's brilliant. Is this right? There are 3 ways of making up 9 in 3 cells. One of them is 1, 2, 6. One of them is 1, 5, 3. And one of them is 4, 2, 3. And the reason I'm saying them in those odd orders is because I'm looking at my computer keypad and noting that that's one of each different set, which is bizarre. Now, how can I use that? I bet this 21's the same the other end, because there's three ways of doing that. 984, 957, and 687. Yes. My God, if you knew that about maths, hats off to you. I did not know those differences must be created, that 9 and 21 had to have one of each of those sets of three. Those two are the same, and they're different from that. Oh, what does it mean? Okay, I'm going to put in weird colours here, grey and purple. They have to be different from orange. Now, they could be the same as green or blue. Oh, one of them is blue, because they're different from orange. So blue is finished off. So this cell is not blue, because one of those two is blue, and it's not yellow because those three are all yellow. Oh, but I don't know what yellow is. Oh, God, no. Yellow could be orange. In which case, blue there. Who cares? You'd have green in one of those two, green here and green here. Oh, what does it mean? How can I use it? Maybe I need to be doing something with the the glue pieces, the 5 pieces as well. Can I use it down here? These are all the same. These are different. Now I'm just using absolutely random colours and getting nowhere. That's quite interesting. But that could be grey. No, this can't be red. Because the negative constraint, because the glue piece would have to appear somewhere and be connected to a red piece. So that's grey and that's red. I don't know what these colours represent. I'm sorry. But this is so interesting that pattern. Maybe I have to start absolutely again, which I do not want to do. I'm getting so confused by this. These have to be different. One of those is blue, so these two are not blue. So maybe forget these being orange and green. Let's take out those colours. And indeed make them all yellow, even though it's, yellow and grey or something, I don't know. Those are different pieces. Let's call this orange. There's a blue here. This has to be green. It has to be the third colour. If we start with that is one colour, this is another. This has to be the third colour. Green is not the same as this grey down here, and orange is not the same as this purple. What the heck does this mean? I may be way overcomplicating this. It may be much simpler than I can see, in which case, sorry. Now, we've got 2 blue. That's not blue. Could it be green? Then one of these is blue, one of them's orange. This becomes orange. If this is orange, which I think is still possible, although that would then, if this was orange, this would have to be green. This would be a blue and a green up here. I can't do this in my head. Look, let's have a look. If that was orange, one of those is blue, one of those is green, so this would be green. This can't be orange, which has got 3 in the top row, or blue, because we've got 3 in box 2, so that's green. So we've got a blue and a green up here. These are also green and blue. And one of these is orange, but it's not this one, which is in a different shape. That's orange, if that's the case. The other two orange are here, because that's the only place they can be. This grey is different from that orange because of column 3. So that becomes green. The grey there becomes green. What about... just don't know there. But now we've got to put in a green and 2 blue here. And that makes this last one blue. So this shape at the end, why won't... that's blue. So this is green if this is orange and this is orange, which is what I'm basing this all on. Now we have a blue and a green up there. I don't know which way round they go. Here we have 2 blues and a green, but I don't know if they've got the glue piece in. That's so weird. I just don't know how to use this. Oh. These are... I can't use that. Now, do I know whether this is green or blue? I just don't think I do. If it's blue, it would connect to another blue. This would have to be the glue piece, the 5. So would this. And so would this. That's all fine. The 5 in the orange must be there. And, it's got to be in these two, so it must be there. So the 5 in this, right. Now what I'm calling the 5 is the glue piece. On the keypad it's the 4, 5 or 6, which must always join with a 3 marking to another of its colour. Now what I'm saying is, if this was right with this being orange and this being orange, we're going to get a problem here, because this piece needs the 5 piece, the glue piece in it. This can't be that 5 piece, but this piece needs the 5 piece in it, so that's a 5. So now we've got one in there and one in there. So we'd have one in here next to another orange, but without a 3 marking. This is not possible. My goodness, that has taken some proving. If it is simpler than that to prove it, all I can do is say I am a fool. That's fine. I am getting to this as logically as I can. Right, this is now not orange. It's not blue, because we've got 4 of them in row 2. So that is green. Good God. I mean, I don't think that gets me further forward with blinking purple and grey. Yes, it does. Yes, this is different. As we established at the start, it can't be green because of column 3, and it can't be blue because of box 2. So that's orange. Now, what have we got in row 3? We've had the 2 greens. This can't be blue. We've had the 3 greens in row 2. This can't be blue because we've had the 3 blues in box 2. So that's orange. And that still doesn't tell us which of these shapes is orange and which one is blue. Could that be orange? Right, let's do the 5s thing again, which is not... Okay, I'm going to mark them all in as 5s because I don't know any other way to do this. So 5 is in one of those blue pieces. It's in one of those orange pieces. In fact, it's in this one because this doesn't join to that piece down there. The green 5 is in one of those. Now 5s are not clashing if they're in different colours, because one of them is a 5, one is a 4, one is a 6. This was kind of how I was approaching the puzzle at first. So this could easily be a 5 for the blue. There's no problem with that. Now, what have we learnt about the orange 5? Can it be there? And it could be, if those were the outside, the 2 and the 8, as it were, then you'd have to have 5s here and here, and a 5 there. That is possible. Oh, that's so frustrating. Right. Oh, look down here. I don't know what colours these are. Grey and purple and red. But the 5 has to be in the middle always of a run of 3. That was where I was coming from originally. Ah, that makes this colour different from that one. And this can't be blue. Can I say this is an orange? That's a... No, I don't know that that's a 5. And there's a 5 on here as well. And there isn't a 5 in these two, and the grey 5 is gone. So this is the red 5, interestingly. So that's all 3 5s done in column 3, which is probably why none of those join together with anything. These 3 are the same. Ah, yeah, these aren't orange. They're blue or green. But this 5 can't have another of those, that blue or green, whatever it is, it can't have another one to its side or it would join with it. I can't work it out. Can this be orange? I might have to try and prove this can't be orange, which seems likely to be right. I wish I knew which one of these. That 9 clue, that's so interesting from this point of view that they all have to be different, but I can't tell how they are different, which is orange and which is blue. Right, maybe I should postulate that this is orange. That seems the least likely thing. If that was orange, right, and we'll come back to that if it's wrong, that's blue. Now, I think this is proved wrong immediately, because where would the blue 5 go? It can't go here, or it will join with a 3 to that one. So this is the only cell that the blue 5 could go. Remember, there's a blue 5 in one of those two. If this was a blue 5, it must join to another blue cell in this box. You can't hide them both away from it. So this can't be the right way round. That's how simple that was in the end. Right, just need to fill those in. So this is orange, which seemed more likely. This purple is blue. So those are kind of done. One of those is its 5, obviously. One of these is the green's 5. Ah, it looked at another way. One of those two is the green's 5, and therefore that isn't. So that is the green's 5 in that pair, and this is not the 5, and this is the 5, and this isn't. Right. Now the other green 5 is down here and cannot go with, we can't have 2 green cells down there or the 5 will join onto something else. So this is green. Good grief, this puzzle is mad. I think this might be Simon's Revenge. I think I'm finally understanding that. I've been a wally and fallen for it, or else I'm a wally in a different way and just not very good at solving this puzzle. That is very possible too. But I'm onto something now. Right, there's another blue 5 in one of those 2 cells, so that's not the blue 5. Oh, what happened there? Sorry, let's get the pencil marking right. That is the blue 5 there, which could obviously be 4 or 6. Oh, and it can't be in both of those positions. Oh, so dumb. Okay, so it's there and there. Right. Green 5. So one of these is green and one is orange, which will be the 3rd orange in the row. That can't be blue or orange now. It can't be blue because it would connect with the 5, and it can't be orange because we've just established 3 oranges in the row by putting one of them here. So now that's 3 greens in the box. Where is the orange 5 in one of those 2 cells? Do not know. This cannot be orange because there would be a join of some sort amongst the 3. One of them must be a 5. So that's orange. This is green. I mean, maybe this is all viewable to people much more clearly than I can see it, but I'm finding this, as you can see, extremely hard to get through. Now we need 2 blues and a green down here. That cannot be blue because it would join to the 5, and it can't be orange. That's green. There's still 1 green and 1 blue to go. We've had all the 5. No, there isn't. There's 2 blues to go. That's better. So now we know this is blue. Brilliant. So this purple thing down here is green. Oh, don't tell me I cannot work out what red and grey are down here. Look, this can't be blue or green because it would be 4 in the box or the column. That's orange. And suddenly that's a disaster. That can't... No, they're not the same. Okay. Oh, what's happening? Just delete. Right, there we go. They're not the same. Sorry. They can't be orange because there's 2 there. They can't be blue because there's 2 there. They can't both be green because there's 2 there. So they are different. And stop trying to make jumps ahead mark. One of those is obviously a 5 in the orange, but I don't know which. I know green down here, but I don't know blue or orange. Ah, those 2 are non-orange 5s, so the orange 5 in the column is here. So that's not an orange 5, okay, which doesn't actually help anything there, but again, grey and red are still allowed to be either of blue or orange as far as I can see. This can't be orange now because it would join to the 5. If red was blue, as it were, sorry for these weird out of context statements. Oh look, that's orange joins to this. And suddenly that's given me 3 orange in a row. Oh my God. Neither of these can be blue because they would touch the 5 and need a 3. So they're both green now. Oh, suddenly it comes. This can't be blue because it would touch to the 5. So, and it's not orange, so it's green. It's got a green buddy there. We've got an orange pair there. Let's put in the pencil marked 5s on those because they all need them. This, there's a 5 there, so that's not a 5. That pair needs a 5, so it's this one, 5. And again, that pair needs a 5 and it's not there now, so the orange 5 is there. That doesn't help resolve the orange and blue up here, but never mind. I'm not bothered about that at the moment. Now, we've got 2 blues to put in row 4, so those are both blue. We've got 1 of each colour to put in box 6. That is not green because that can't be a pair. Yeah, because we've had the 3 greens in the column. I think this can't be green, or that run of 3 greens would have a connection somewhere in it. So that's green. Now we have orange and blue here, nothing to tell us which way round they are. Can this be blue? It would use up all the blues for box 5, column 6, row 5. It would be really quite severe. But I suppose it is possible. Oh, look at column 2. That's an interesting pattern. Orange, green, blue, and then 2 pairs. Now what that tells me is that those 2, the other cells in the column, are the same. And they're either blue or orange. That's hard to say. So that one is not green. Oh, if this is genuine, yes, this is orange and that's orange. So we've used up the 3 oranges in row 7. Row 6 is that, row 6. How can we use that? They can't both be green, or there would be a join of some sort. That's not very helpful. I don't know. I feel there is something good coming out of that, but I can't tell what it is. Right, where's the green 5 in row 4? This is a minor thing, but it's not there because the green 5's gone. It's not there or it would join to that cell, so it is there. I find it really hard to see these sorts of things, I have to say. And that's not the orange 5 because we've had it there, so that's the orange 5. I mean, that'll tell us that these 2 cells cannot be orange, but I don't see how that's helping. This pair is green or blue, and we'll use up all the greens or blues. Oh look, that green pair are not joined, so they don't have a 5. So the 5 in the box in green is there. That's not the orange. Oh look, and 5 in orange is ruled out of those 2, so that's the orange 5. Good God. I mean, it's all straightforward, and it probably doesn't really matter to do those in some ways, but it seems to help. Now, still don't know what these red and grey are, but this can't be red because that would be 4 reds in the row. Is that any use? No. Stupid thing to look at. One of these is orange and one is blue. So this can't be blue. Right, one of these is blue. So that's 2 blues for the row. We've already had 2 blues for the box. So here you can't have, sorry, we've had 2 oranges for the box. We're getting 2 blues for the row. So here this has to be green. And it has to include the 5 here. Now, the blue 5, this cannot be blue. Oh, it could be blue, because it doesn't have to be the blue 5. Oh, can't be green. We've got blue and orange here, giving us 2 blue and an orange. Ah, and the orange there is not a 5. So in these 3 cells, we have to put in 2 oranges that include the 5, so we can't put them next to each other. I think that must be right. So the blue has to interrupt them and be there. These 2 are orange. The 5 in orange is not there or there, so it's there. And therefore it's not joining up to anything in the cage. That's good. Where's the blue 5? It's not there, so these 2 can't both be blue, or they'd have the 5, so that's blue. Wow, these deductions are just mad. That makes that blue. This has to be a green pair now, yes. The last is orange, which had to be the same as that, so this is now blue. We have a green and an orange down here. Ah, the green 5 has to be in this cell because we've had the green 5 in row 8. And that means this is not green because it would join to the 5. So that's the green one. I do hope you're understanding what I mean by 5s. They are 4s, 5s and 6s for the various sets. I mean, I'm sorry I can't be more sensible than that. Now, one of those is a 5, so that's not a 5. Oh, we knew that anyway. Oh, so neither of the blues here is a 5 because the 5's been used in the box. That is the blue 5 in row 5. Now, in this central row, we have a blue 5 and another blue cell. So we've got to keep them apart. Otherwise, they would join together with a 3. circle. So they go there. That's the one that's not the blue 5 because we've got the 5 in that column already. 5 there. Now down here we've used all the 5s, so that doesn't really matter. We've used greens. No, that could be the orange 5 if this was orange, or that could be the blue 5 if this was blue. Ah, down here we've used 2 greens. Oh, but then I just knew these couldn't be red. So they're going to be grey. I don't know what colour grey is yet. I mean, I don't know whether it's blue or orange really disguised as grey. But it does make this one red because it can't be grey or green. So that's used up all the reds, and these 2 are grey. Good God, I hope I find out what grey is in a moment. Ah, look, yes, this needs a 5. Oh no, it's red. Sorry, I thought that was going to tell us. It's not. 3 greens. 2 blues and an orange down here, but they don't include a 5, so I can't work out the order. I've had 3 blues in column 6. Ah, so grey is not blue. There we go. Yes, so grey is orange. Red is blue. And there we go, that's all fixed. Now the blue 5 is here. The orange 5 is here. Sorry for being slow. Now we've used in this box, okay, in these 2 cells, we've used all the blue in the column, all the orange in the box, so they're both green. And up here we have a green and a blue to go. That can't be blue because, well, for many reasons, including being next to a blue 5. Oh no, this is a disaster. Why have I put the blue 5 in there? Because there was a blue 5 there and now it's joining. Oh no, no, no. Let's go back to when they were red and grey. Surely this had to be grey because we've used 2 greens and it needs a 5 and the red 5's over here. That's right. So that was grey. That made this red because it can't be green or grey. That meant the 3 reds had been used and the 3 greens in this row, so that became grey. So grey can't be blue. That logic is fine. But when red becomes blue, this becomes a 5. Oh, this is not good. Let's try it again. There is the 5. And that's going to stop this being blue. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this has gone wrong now. What have I done wrong? How did I do it? That had to be a 5. That would make this a 5. Is there any way of unwinding this? Look, let's just forget all that stuff. Let's go back some way. I mean, let's say I was good up to this point. Let's say I was good up to this point, and look, green has to be 26. And it's, I'm sorry, 4 greens make 26. That's not even 9, 9, 6 and 3 don't even do it. So it's not right at that point. I don't know what I've done wrong. This is so annoying. What did I do next? And why? Nothing's coming up on redo. I've lost the redo. Okay, that's probably all right. Imagine I'm right up to this point. One of those is a 5, so that's not a 5. So there's a 5 here. Those are orange. That would have to be right if this is orange. Maybe it was the... No, they can't all be joined. Or there would be a 5 somewhere and a 3 clue. That has to be the orange 5 then. It has to be. I think this is all fine. This has to be the 5 because those two greens aren't joined. That's the 5 in row 2 for orange. So they're all done for rows 1, 2 and 3. So I think I'm all right here. Now let's look at this 26 thing, which has one of the middle numbers. If this had 2 8s and a 5, oh, that could be green if it was another 5. Or maybe that's where things have gone wrong. 2 9s and a 6. Does it have to be from the 2 5 8 set? You kind of have 3 numbers which must be divisible by 3, so that will get you up to something like 21 or 18 or 24, and then you have to have 2 5 or 8. So yes, green is the 2 5 or 8 set. Wow, okay, well let's make all the blue and orange 5s into 4s and 6s. Like that. Now this is, what does it need? Does it have to be 8 5 8? Yes, 8 5 8 5. So it needs a 5 here, and that's green. Well, that's plausible, and I mean I wanted that to be green, so okay, that wasn't wrong. I don't know why I thought that had to be, but it wasn't. Those are 8s. Green is an 8 5 2 set, so it's fairly easy to complete some of the other greens there. Don't know with that one. Now the 9, oh, I don't know whether that's 1 or 3 because I don't know what blue is. How am I going to find that out? Oh, 5 in the 21. No, that doesn't help. So these are 9 and 7. Ah, and that is the 5 for the grey, not there. Except it's obviously a 4 or a 6 now. So that's either a 4-7 or a 6-9 pair. I mean, that doesn't really help. I might have to use the 28 or even the 42 clue to find out which sets blue and orange are. And this is if rowing back to this point is acceptable. And I mean, this is a big disappointment. I've really messed up somehow. Now let's do the logic again. So this is the glue piece of blue. So these can't be blue. Yeah, what did I next do down here? I worked out they had to be different because they couldn't be green, blue or orange. Ah, that's the glue piece. Yeah, that's the 4 or 6 in orange. So this is the 4 or 6 in orange. So that can't be orange. These two can't be blue. And they can't be orange. They're both green. That's the point. Otherwise they would have joined. Right. So that makes these two blue. My God, if you saw what I did wrong and you were shouting it at me, all I can do is say, I'm so sorry. Anyway, 8 there, 2 there, because it's the last green now. This can't be orange. That's the value of learning that. So that's blue. How did I work out it can be orange? I do not know, and maybe that's not valid. So shut up about that. Got greens there. Now this can't be orange but it could still be, yes, this can't, neither of these can be the green 5, yes, so that is it. Or else they'd have the joining thing. So now we have a blue and an orange here. And that gives us 2 blues for the row, so these have to be green, because otherwise we'd have 4 greens, 4 oranges, or 4 blues, I mean. So those are green, the 5 has to be here. Come on, so the greens are all done for row 5. Oh, now, maybe this was where I went wrong. I liked this deduction that one of these being blue and orange for the thing, for the box, meant that there was 2 oranges and a blue to go in here. One of them is the orange 5, and I liked the fact that that meant the orange had to be apart with the blue in the middle. And I still think that's right. I still think that's right. Now here, I've got to put 2 blues and a green. This one can't be green because it would connect with the 5. If I made a deduction before based on where the 5 was in blue, that may be invalid because I don't know where the 5 is in blue. Oh, I do know it's not there because it's the 4 or 6 is there. So actually, yes, that isn't invalid. This can't be blue or they would have to join. So that is green. This is blue. I seem to be doing all the same things as before, which is distressing because I'm going to come to a problem. Now we've got blue and green to fit in here. This is not a 5, so the same thing applies. That would join if it was blue, and it doesn't. So that's blue, that's blue. These are green. This is orange. This is blue. I hate it that I am embodying the definition of stupidity and just continuing to do the same things in the hope of a different result. 5 there. This can't be green anymore, so it's orange. This is green. In fact, I can fill in the 2 and the 8. That's the only thing I'm doing differently this time, is filling in 8s, 5s and 2s, which probably isn't going to help. And now this was where I had the problem. And maybe some of the problem is in just doing these greys and reds and believing that that had to be a red 5, effectively. Right, these greens, these cannot be green because green's been used up for the column and indeed row 7, but they can't be row 8, they can't be green. So one of these is blue and one of them is orange. That is truth. But I don't know how to use that. So 2 of these cells are blue, 2 are orange. Blue has been used up in column 6. So 1 more of these, in fact this one is blue. This is green because these 2 are blue and orange, and I need a 3rd green in the column. None of these are green. This is 2 blues and an orange. I don't know where the blue 5 is, and maybe, but I do. That can't be it because of that, and that can't be it because of that. So this is the blue 5. That doesn't really help, as this could be the 5 if that was blue. Oh, crikey, what on earth am I meant to do next? can't be meant to do this big diagonal, can I? Oh, it's getting a little interesting. 5, 7, 15, 17. That must be a 4, 6 pair because they're the other two central numbers. 27. So these remaining 3 cells add up to 15. And they include 2 orange and an unknown that's not green. The 2 orange are extreme oranges. They're not the 4 or 6. So they could be 7 and 1. No, that would need another 7. They could be 7 and 7. No, that would need, that would need another 1, yes. They could be, but they would need another orange if that was the case. What about if they were, they can't be green. Well, they can't be 2, 5, 8, that's what I should say. What about if they were 3, 6, 9? They would need another one of the same colour. If they were 2 3s, they'd need a 9. If they were a 9 and a 3, they'd need a 3. So this has to be green because of this incredible long diagonal. My God. Okay, well, this is a different way of going about it. It can't be green because we've had 3 greens in the column. In fact, I've got 4 greens up here. That's meant to be orange. What have I done? I've accidentally... they have to be the... Sorry, I did something with the highlighting. They have to be the same by the calculation I did. And the other 2 are orange, so that's orange. That's better. Now, these greys are the same, these 2, and they can't be orange or blue or green. Oh, my God. So maybe my logic down here was just rubbish. If you had the 5 sitting there, but what I thought was these can't be all 3 the same colour, and they can't. Okay, let's just get rid of grey and red and any numbers on them. They were just nonsense, and I will find out why I did that wrong in a minute if I'm still right, which I might be now. Now, one of these pairs is blue and one is orange. This one can't be blue because that 4, 6 would force the 4, 6 here and join it up to that. So that's orange. That's blue. We've had the 3 orange here and the 3 green. That's blue. Sorry, we've had the 3 orange and, yeah, in fact, they're both blue. Now we've got 3 blues here. This can't be the 5. The blue, and it couldn't have been anyway. So the blue 5 or 4, 6 is sitting there. In fact, the 4, 6 in row 5 in blue is there. So that's the 4, 6. So that could be blue, but let's not make any prejudgments. I completely messed up that box with my stupid grey and red, and I don't want to do it again. We've used up blue. Now that's the 4, 6, so this can still be orange. We've used 3 greens in the row. What a mess I've made of this. I do apologise both to the setter and to you guys. But I think we're getting there now. I really think this might still work. 3 greens, 2 orange. Now that, no, the 4, 6, I can't use that. These are connected, and they certainly can't be green. Can they be orange? Actually, they could. A really weird thing about testing that long diagonal was it didn't kind of help in the end, because I couldn't tell whether these orange cells were 9, what did they have to add up to, 21 or something? It's just 27, 15. So they could be 3, 3, 9. Or they could be 7, 7, 1. That's weird. Ah, well, it tells me that's the orange 4 or 6. So where's the green 5 in this box? It's there, isn't it? Is there any place it can be now? So 2 and 8 have to be in those positions. They're green and they are 2 and 8. And I don't know which way around at the moment, but it means this is orange. So now we've used up the orange. These two are both blue, and the one that the blue connects to is obviously blue. And therefore the last 3 here are orange, and I can finish off the colouring with orange here and blue here. Okay, that's the colouring done. Now surely, please allow me to just, that's a 2-8 pair as well, which I can't resolve, but this one's on this diagonal. 2, 7, it's either 15 and these add up to 30. I mean, that's so difficult. Where's the orange 4, 6? It's down there. And look, I deduced that those two had to be the same colour, and I was completely wrong, because that was splitting up those two. That's what I did wrong. At least I know what I did wrong. Okay, I can live with myself then. Now, this is the 1, 3, because we know that's the 7, 9. Is that any use? That's the 1, 3. 1 or 3. So that's the 7 or 9. So that's the 1 or 3. And well, that's getting interesting. 7, 9 there. So in the blue here, that's the smaller number. That's the bigger one. So what's the minimum here? 2, 3, 8, 10, 17. That would need to be 11. That's impossible. Let's try the maximum. 2, 5, 10, 18, 27. That would need to be a 1 if those were max at 3 and 9. And that's possible. But does it have to be? Yes, these have to be the same from the same set. So they either have to be 1 and 7 or 3 and 9. If they're 3 and 9, 12, 17, 19, either 8 and 1 or 2 and 7. Now that could be either way round, but it would tell us that blue was the 3, 6, 9 set. Now the alternative is if that's 1 and 7, that's 8, 10, 15, then we've either got 17 or 25. Oh, that would make the orange 3. And that's fine. Oh, that's so depressing. But this is either 3 or... what was the other way around? 3 and 9, 12, 14, 19. Or 7. And that's a really weird juxtaposition that I wasn't expecting. How do I disambiguate this? I've done... maybe these see each other in some bizarre way. That has to be the 1 or 3. That has to be the 7 or 9. That's just not helping. It's just, oh, this has to be the 7 or 9. This has to be the 1 or 3. Maybe this is going to do something suddenly. I can't see how it does, but there's a lot I have not seen in this puzzle, so let's just keep trying and see if we can finish it off. Yeah, I mean, that's all the greens marked, the blues marked up. Now, what about the orange? We've got 1, 7, 9 and 1, 3 down here, so 7, 9, 1, 3. Oh, this is going to come around here and resolve this. Perhaps. Perhaps it is. That's the 4, 6. That's the 7, 9. That's the 1, 3. That's the 7, 9. That's the 1, 3. That's the 7, 9. This is the 7, 9. This is 1 or 3, and we know it's 3 or 7 from what we did earlier. So that is 3. And now we know that the orange set is 3, 6, 9. And I believe that's going to be right. 3, 3, 3, 3. I don't know there. 6 for the orange 4s and 6s. Let's just highlight them all and do it at once. There we go. 6 and 9 for the orange 7 and 9s. Basically, I'm just going to then finish off the Sudoku, see if we're right. That's a 9, that must be a 9. So blue 7 and 9s are now 7. What a puzzle. That has absolutely fried me, and Simon's revenge is complete indeed. I don't know, he may not have done that deliberately. It may be just that I have not been very clever at solving this. 3 there, 9, I'm just doing this by Sudoku now without even looking at the colours, although I'm going to need to do my final deadly pattern with this 28. 2, 3, 8, 11, 18. This does not add up, right? That's so depressing. That is so depressing. Is the 42 right? 5, 7, 16, 22, 34, 43. No, it is not. 45, 48. Have I done the 9s and the... I can't have done them the wrong way round because that one's fixed. Oh my God, I don't believe this. 9, 9, 3. I didn't want that. I wanted 3, 9, 3. Well, I could just reverse that pair, couldn't I? Oh no, that's on the 9 diagonal. Oh, this is so upsetting. So what if all the 9s are 7s? I've got it the wrong way around. Let's just try it out, see if it works. Well, no, let's delete them first. Let's make all the 7s into 9s, and then make all the orange 9s into 7s. I mean, this is madness, but all the 6s have to become 4s. So all the orange 6s are becoming 4s. All the blue 4s are becoming 6s. Oh, I better do the 1s in a moment. They're becoming 6s. The blue 1s, I can't even remember which way round I'm going now. I'm losing track of everything. Right, the orange 3s have to become 1s. That's what I need to do. How have I got this wrong every which way? Wesley, you have killed me here. Right, and the blue 1s become 3s. Is there any hope that I'm alive at this point in this puzzle? Right, 26 works, the 9 works, the 21 works. 5, 12, 14, 18, 26, 32, 39, 41, 42. My God, that diagonal works. 2, 3, 10, 1, 9, needs an 8 here, which resolves the deadly pattern. How did I do the maths wrong to make green and orange the wrong way around? I don't know, but I think I've got to the solution there. And really, I've just messed that up every way and still got there in the end through dogged perseverance, cussedness, and not wishing to be bested by Simon and by Tyrganus What a puzzle. Let's hit the Slingsby tick. Yeah, looks good to me. I mean, wow, the little killer clues all work now. I believe what I've done makes all the 3 clues work, and that's the right answer, but every way you can go wrong and still finish right in the end, I suppose. Let's take the positives out of that. That's all I can do at this point. Thank you for sticking with me and pitying me all the way through to the end. That's really kind of you, because I need it. I need some support here, and I don't deserve any. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Great puzzle, Wesley. Bye for now.